49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member, FDIC.
This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. Exciting games with league races getting started. We'll see Dublin tackle Hayward. Pittsburgh meets Los Gatos, and Cappuccino takes on Terra.
We have lots of girls' sports, including Mitty and St. Francis in volleyball. Water polo has Parker and the Los Gatos girls. Plus, we will meet the Campolindo football star traveling a long way to start for the Cougars this season. 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank, starts right now.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start tonight with a big Saturday game in the West Catholic League. The Sarah Padres are the Bay Area's top-ranked team. The Padres at 4-0. Sarah likes to throw the ball with senior quarterback Maluwaki Smith leading a dynamic offense.
Yeah, and the Padres at home on Saturday taking on a St. Francis team that likes to run the ball. Junior back Kingston Kiana Aina is running for 140 yards a game. Two 1-0 teams in this week's West Catholic League battle.
Here come the Sarah Padres as they take on St. Francis Saturday afternoon. The Padres on the board first, give it to Nanu Latu, who powers in for the score, 2-point conversion good, and it's 8-0 Sarah. But the Lancers answer back with a razzle-dazzle play. Aaron Knapp to Kingston Kiana Aina, who airs it out to a wide-open Joey Paulson, who runs it inside the 5-yard line. Then a few plays later, Christopher Hahn drills a 24-yard field goal through the uprights, 8-3 Sarah. The Padres come right back. Maluwaki Smith heaves it deep to Keon Loud, who makes the catch and takes it inside the 5. Sarah scores a short time later, 14-3 Padres after 1. Fourth down for the Padres in the second now, and Brooks Trimmer keeps it himself and fights his way into the end zone. 21-3 Sarah in the lead. The Padres pounding the rock now. Give it to Jaden Green, who goes to the far sideline and turns on the Jets all the way inside the 15-yard line. Sarah would score a short time later, 31-3 Padres at the half. St. Francis on the board in the second half. Give it to Andrew Scherenberg, and Andrew plunges in for the score, but the Padres were firing in all cylinders. Smith fires, and it's Cole Harrison on the slant, and Cole is gone! 80 yards to glory as the Sarah Padres cruise to a 45-17 victory to go to 5-0 in the season, 2-0 in the West Catholic League.
College Park with a grand entrance as the Falcons host the Matadors. Ivan Garcia on the call. First play to start the game is James Voorhees' short throw to Julian Abedya. And the senior makes a move, shakes off a defender, runs along the sideline, and he is G-O-N-E gone! 76 yards to the house. PT no good. Falcons lead 6-0 early. Matadors looking to respond later in the quarter. Carson Blair finds his man Finn McManus for a big gain. Then a few plays later, Matt's at the goal line. Blair is walking around. I'm not doing anything. Psych! Quick snaps the ball and crosses the goal line. PT good as Matt's lead 7-6. Same score midway through the second quarter. Matt's facing a 4th and long when Blair finds his favorite target, McManus, who gets the first down. A couple plays later, the high snap is gathered. Handed off to Gabe Roman, finds the gap, and the senior trots into the end zone. PT good as Miramonte leads 14-6 at the half. Early third quarter, Matt's near midfield when the ball is ripped out by Falcons defender Joseph Green. Jackson Rojas scoops the ball up and College Park is in business. Falcons get to the goal line, facing a 4th and goal at the 1. Look at the wall of Matadors that stopped the run. The great defense by Broderick Bronstein and Andrew Davenport stops the Falcons. Later in the third, number 2 sends the ball air Blair and sends a deep shot to Jack Quinlan. Mosses his defender, then says, "Get off of me!" The junior takes it 48 yards to the house. The Falcons would later score, but too little, too late, as the Matadors stay a perfect 5-0 in the season after Blair's 2-touchdown performance.
The St. Francis student section is ready for this WCAL volleyball showdown between St. Francis and Mitty. The Monarchs are on the attack early. It's Maya Baker with the set and Caitlin Cook with the kill. 13 kills for the Fairfield-bound senior, but the Lancers respond. Hannah McGuire sets it over to Sasha Tooman. My gosh, that's a vicious kill. But Gritty Mitty would take set 1. Amaya Kuchibola times her jump perfectly to record the block. 25-23 Monarchs. Second set now. McGuire with a great set over the Taylor Williams, who rips his shot to the back corner. Then moments later, Monarchs look to respond, but Ella Fulton says not so fast. With this block, St. Francis takes set 2, 25-21. Mitty comes back firing in set 3. It's Baker to McKenna Crossan, who rips it off the defender for one of her 14 kills, but the Lancers charge back and win set 3. As McGuire sets it to Aaron Curtis, and the UNC-bound senior delivers with this cross-court kill, 25-21 Lancers, and the Lancers would pour it on in set 4. It's Curtis to McGuire to Williams, and the Duke commit tips it over for the point. And to top it off, this time, McGuire bumps it over the Curtis, and the senior unloads for another cross-court kill. 19 kills for Aaron Curtis as St. Francis goes on to beat Mitty 3-1.
The Los Gatos team making a big splash this season as the Cats take on Harker. Abby Lockman for the Cats with a long pass across the pool to Carly Frange, who fires it home for an early Cats lead. Julie Ernsting firing it off the keeper here. The rebound goes right to Carissa Elliott, who taps it to her right hand and scores. Harker battling back. Summer Adler to Mia Tang, who tosses it from distance. It's 3-1 Los Gatos, but the Cats were quick on the counter. Here's the goalie Rachel Stevens with a nice long pass to Abby Lockman, who had 4 goals in the game for the Wildcats. Again in transition, the Cats go Julie Ernsting to Lockman with the defender all over her as the Cats pull away. Second half now, Ella Ralston deep with the left-hand rocket, and Los Gatos wins it 10-3 to go to 6-1 in the De Anza division, Lockman leading the way. The Rikus Center brings us the Gary Rikus Memorial Players of the Week Award every week, the award based on performances in the previous week's games.
The announcement performed in a rap by our good friends at the Rikus Center. Here are this week's Gary Rikus Players of the Week.
Hey, 49 account high. Get 'em. Yo, this that time of season to bring in the violin strings and with Kingston Key. Eye with the wings to rise up with revenge from the semifinals. Going against Mitty with a chippy on the shoulder. 42-20, it's over. Hold up, 15 carries to carry 167 yards in the yard to be buried. 4 TDs scored with reason. Please never go to war with a team of Kingston. And speaking of a good little challenge, not even the good skill talent could kill. The Foothill Falcons, the outcomes, goodwill, sharing with style word. The crowd comes for the stage presence. I guess they found some around one Page Bennett. 29 kills for the fine thrill. Time will fill out the page for page to be the main lesson. Yeah. 49 account high. Gary Rikus, Players of the Week. Trigger deep beats, this is Mace.
D-Line Constructors is a Bay Area leader in demolition, grading, paving, and site utilities. D-Line Constructors dig in with a passion and bring us the D-Line Defensive Play of the Week every week.
This week's D-Line Constructors defensive play goes to DeAndre Demise from Washington High School in San Francisco. DeAndre flying in, getting the strip sack for the Eagles last week. DeAndre Demise is this week's D-Line Constructors Defensive Play of the Week. U.S. Bank presents the Coach of the Week award each week.
This week's U.S. Bank Charlie Wiedemeyer Memorial Coach of the Week goes to Nelson Tran from the Independence flag football team. The Indy girls defeated Willow Glen 32-6 last week. Coach Tran will receive a grant from the 49ers Foundation for his accomplishments and will be honored during a 49ers game this season. Congratulations to Coach Tran, this week's U.S. Bank Charlie Wiedemeyer Memorial Coach of the Week.
Coming up, it's our NCS Monster Game as Hayward hosts Dublin.
And action from San Jose as Independence meets Willow Glen. 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank continues.
How's the chicken?
Oh, the prawns are delicious.
Oh, I have a shellfish allergy.
1 prawn, very good.
Did I say chicken wrong?
Tired of people not listening to what you want?
It's truffle season.
That's okay.
Never enough truffles.
How much are they?
It's a lot.
Oh, okay. I'm good. That.
It's like a priceless piece of art.
Enjoy.
Or when they sell you what they want?
Yeah.
The more we understand you, the better we can help you. That's what U.S. Bank is for.
Huge relief.
Yeah.
Love is at the center of everything we do. That's why we were the first dairy in the U.S. to become American Humane Certified. Because the care that we pour into our cows produces better milk. Clover Sonoma, the only dairy with love in it.
Trevor was born a champion. He knows how to make lemonade from lemons. He also knows that comfort is all year round. So sometimes, when you can't make lemonade, you make hot chocolate. Today, Trevor is proud to be a service champion. He continues to care for clients year-round.
We're now offering a $58 2-for-1 special. Get a comprehensive furnace tune-up and a free AC safety inspection.
Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
What will always remain true is getting sucked in the mouth. You can't handle that. Bring the fight to them today. Be pissed off about it. Here comes Bosa. Bosa! Samuel again. Debo Samuel's in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Secure your seats at 49ers.com/tickets.
49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. By Mattress Firm, the official sleep partner of the San Francisco 49ers. By Service Champions, high five service, champion attitude, service champions. By Mary West Credit Union, working for you today, tomorrow, together. And by Stevens Creek Chevrolet, find new roads.
Both Hayward and Dublin are having outstanding seasons. The Hayward Farmers with a 3-1 record to start the year.
Hayward hosting the 3-2 Dublin Gales. Two teams trying to keep their momentum going in our NCS Monster Game. Our Adrian Soriano was there.
Monster Game.
Well, the Hayward Farmers are 3-1 for the first time since 2019. A big reason why is Kennedy Brazil, who has 516 passing yards and 7 total touchdowns. Meanwhile, look for Dublin to run the ball a lot with Kimari Stinson. Kimari has 203 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns so far for the Gales. It's Dublin and Hayward in our NCS Monster Game. The Farmers establishing their run game early give it to Matiaki Paongo, who finds a hole and runs it all the way into Dublin territory. Hayward would cap off the drive with a 48-yard field goal from Manny Chavez, and it's 3-0 Farmers after 1. The Farmers on the board again in the second, handed to Jordan Wilson this time, and Jordan scampers in for the score, 10-0 Hayward. Dublin trying to answer back, but Avery Wolf gets home for the sack, still 10-0 Hayward at the half. The Gales rally back in the second half. Jack Duncan fires over the middle to Garrett Esamonu, who turns on the Jets, 80 yards to the house. PAT good, and it's 10-7 Hayward. The Farmers respond later in the quarter as Manny Chavez drills a 38-yard field goal through the uprights, and it's 13-7 Hayward after 3. Fourth quarter now, and Duncan decides to keep it himself, and he is gone! 43 yards to pay dirt. PAT no good, and it's all tied up at 13-all. Hayward looking to take the lead, but Austin Thomas comes up with a big-time sack. Dublin on offense once again. Duncan drops back and connects with Aiden Lee, who hauls it in inside Hayward Farmers territory. Then a few plays later, Duncan airs it out to Garrett Esamonu, who makes the catch in the end zone as Dublin jumps ahead 20-13. Hayward trying to tie it up late, but the pass is picked off by Jonah Dixon in the end zone as Dublin rallies back from a 10-point deficit at the half to win it 20-13. Here's Jack Duncan after the game.
We were coming off a 2-loss streak, and we were hungry. We were just the more hungry team tonight, and that's going to boost us going into the league, and we're excited.
In Hayward with the NCS Monster Game, I'm Adrian Soriano, 49ers Cal High Sports.
The independent 76ers getting ready for this non-league matchup against Willow Glen. The Rams strike first in the first as Cedeno Chavez drops back with all sorts of time, airs it out, and connects with Oakley Staples for a 27-yard touchdown. PAT good, 7-0 Rams after 1. Second quarter, 76ers trailing 10-0. Hand the rock to Keone Mendoza, and he'll pick up the first down with this strong run. And it would lead to this Jacob Madris field goal from 35 yards out. 10-3 Rams at the half. Second half, Willow Glen looking to extend its lead, but the pass gets picked off by Solomon Bokagi, giving the 76ers excellent field position, but the Rams D stands tall and forces another field goal. This time, Giovanni Edvelia splits the sticks. 10-6 Willow Glen, but on the ensuing kickoff, Joseph Dumas regathers the pigskin, finds a huge hole up the middle, and there he goes. No one's going to catch him. 89 yards to glory, tack on the PAT 17-6 Willow Glen. But the Rams defense was lights out from start to finish, not allowing a single touchdown and forced a couple turnovers, including this INT by Joshua Terra. Willow Glen improves to 4-1 on the season, beating Independence 17-6.
Tyler Flipson checking in. The Silver Creek Raiders hosting the Pioneer Mustangs in this league matchup. Tight first set here. Emily Edwards digs, Yara Corey sets, and it's Miranda Prietel for the kill with dominance. Mustangs lead 15-14. Set point in the first. Ellie Lefevre the lunging dig, Corey the set, and Edwards finding a gap in the Raiders defense for the kill to take the first set 25-23. Into the second, Raiders aren't shying away. Mustangs look for a kill, but it's Silver Creek's Desiree Lazaro stuffing at the net, shocking herself, 13-9 Raiders. Late into the second, Madeline Ryson sets it over to Lefevre, and Ellery smashes that kill. Pioneer goes on to win the second, 26-24. Third set, and it was all Silver Creek. Sophia Quach over to Danielle Miller, sets to Haley Nguyen for the kill with some touch. Raiders would take the third, 25-14. Silver Creek not letting off in the fourth. Aaron Federigan to Miller, sets to Quach over for the rocketing kill. Raiders take the fourth set, 25-14. We're going to 5. Pioneer comes out strong in the fifth. The towering Prietel stuffing that one at the net. Pioneer lead 8-4. Silver Creek staying in it though. Federigan takes the dig, Miller the set, and Quach slapping that one by the Mustangs D, bringing it within 2, 9-7 Pioneer lead. But the Mustangs pedal down. Emily Farafelli, Mia Muraski at the net, and it's too much for the Raiders going out of bounds. Pioneer takes it in 5, 15-12, remains undefeated in league, improving to 3-0, all alone in first.
Service Champions Heating and Air Conditioning helps us honor students who perform well on the court while doing great work around campus.
This week we spotlight Audrey Vascomi from San Ramon Valley. Audrey is a senior captain on the volleyball team. Off the court, Audrey loves to put together leadership activities for her class. She's currently the class vice president, the ASB vice president, and also a member of the 12th Man Spirit team. Audrey Vascomi, this week's Service Champion Student Spotlight. Stevens Creek Chevrolet brings us the Spirit Corner every week, honoring Spirit squads all around the Bay Area.
This week it's the cheer team from Hollister High School.
Turn up the music, turn down the lights. I got a feeling I'm gonna be alright, okay. Alright, it's about time. Turn up the music, let's celebrate. I got a feeling I'm gonna be okay, okay. Alright, it's about time. In a minute, I'ma need a sentimental man or woman to pump me up.
Coming up, it's Pittsburgh and Los Gatos in a battle of two of the Bay Area's very best.
But first, here's our top 10 girls volleyball poll.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests in our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
Love is at the center of everything we do. That's why we were the first dairy in the U.S. to become American Humane Certified. Because the care that we pour into our cows produces better milk. Clover Sonoma, the only dairy with love in it.
From the beginning, Miramonte Credit Union was created to provide a brighter financial future for you. We work hard for our members because they're our greatest strength.
Miramonte worked for me when I needed an auto loan for my first car.
When I need to make a mobile payment, Miramonte works for me.
Miramonte works for me wherever adventure takes us.
Miramonte Credit Union. Let us work for you today, tomorrow, together.
In the heart of the Bay Area, where champions are made.
Bernardi Zurada proudly stands as the official injury attorneys of the San Francisco 49ers.
When it comes to winning and having your back, just like the 49ers,
we've got you covered every step of the way.
At Bernardi Zurada, we've been champions for our clients for years because we know what it takes to win.
Bernardi Zurada, your faithful injury attorneys. Call 1-800-JUSTICE for your free consultation.
We're the Mini Monarchs, and you're watching
49ers Cal High Sports.
Presented by USA!
We are back at the NBC Sports Studio here at Levi's Stadium. The Los Gatos Wildcats are off to a 3-1 start to the season. Quarterback A.J. Minyard averaging 132 yards a game passing for the Cats.
Los Gatos hosting a powerful Pittsburgh team this week. The 4-0 Pirates have a top thrower as well, junior Marley Alcantara, throwing for 236 yards a game. Two top Bay Area teams meeting on Friday.
3-1 Los Gatos hosts 4-0 Pittsburgh. Nikon Shadust on the call. Pitt on the board first, handed to the back, Jamar Searcy, who finds open space to run it in. PAT no good. Pitt leads by 6. Still in the first, Pitt QB Marley Alcantara scrambles and lets it fly in the direction of Noah Casada, who makes a spectacular catch with 3 defenders all over him. Then Alcantara, hit as he throws, finds Makari Kenyon in the end zone. Pitt leads 13-0 after 1. Pitt kicks a field goal before Los Gatos gets on the board when boxer Kopsak Young powers his way into the end zone. Pitt leads 16-7. Then with under 10 seconds to go in the half, A.J. Minyard looks for Justin Mazzaferro, who makes the catch for the tutty. Los Gatos cuts the deficit to 2 going into half. Third quarter, Los Gatos looking to take the lead with a shot downfield, but there's Searcy going up and ripping it out of the hands of the receiver, and the running back picks up huge yards after the INT to add to his great game. Then Alcantara drops back and takes a shot to Casada, who hauls it in for the touchdown. Pitt leads 23-14. Fourth quarter, here's Minyard with all the time in the pocket, going to Scott Garwood, who comes right at me, lunging for the end zone, but ruled out of bounds. Los Gatos goes on to score and cuts Pitt's lead to 2. Pittsburgh in striking distance. Alcantara hit as he throws to Julius Walls. Walls finds his lane into the end zone, 30-21 Pitt. Pittsburgh seals the game here as the 4-star junior Jaden Hudson picks the ball and takes it home for a pick 6 as Pittsburgh makes a long journey to Los Gatos and hops back on the bus, still undefeated. 37-27 the final.
San Ramon Valley taking on Foothill in a flag football league matchup. First SRV drive, the Foothill defense locked in early. Jesse Gadd with the flag pull at the line of scrimmage. Wolves turn it over on downs, and here's Foothill. Quarterback Melissa McMillan throws to Gianna Guerrero. Gigi is in there for 6-0 Falcons. SRV ties it up on the next drive. Caitlin Bray lobs the ball towards the end zone, and Ella Gunderson is the one to haul it in. This game is tied at 6. Final play of the first half. McMillan rolls right, a beautiful spiral to Jesse Gadd with a 2-point conversion. Foothill goes into halftime with the 14-6 lead. Falcons looking to extend that lead on the opening drive. McMillan to Claire Young. The sophomore puts her team up by 2 scores. The San Ramon Valley defense needing a big stop midway through the second. Foothill digs into the playbook for the double pass, but Michaela Chanaki gets the interception and takes it 15 yards back, just short of midfield. Onessa Yee in at quarterback, looking for an open man. Kate Herrera is there on the receiving end, falling into the end zone. The Wolves score twice to close out the game, but fall just short of a comeback. 21-18 the final. Melissa McMillan with 3 passing touchdowns, earning this week's Mattress Firm Peak Performance. The right mattress matters to reach your peak performance. Visit a Mattress Firm store today. Each week, Chick-fil-A brings us stories of athletes who amaze us.
Adrian Soriano joins us now with the story of the Campolindo football star who's come a long way to play this season.
Robert, Josh Sy is the heartbeat of Campolindo's defense this season, but you would never expect where this young man started his football journey.
Josh Sy is an unlikely member of the Campolindo football team working on another playoff run.
Josh can bring some size and he can bring some speed. He's very intelligent. He knows the formations, what to expect, so he can communicate a lot to the rest of the defensive players. He can communicate to the defensive linemen, the ends, what shades they should be taking, whether they should widen out a little bit.
Josh's football journey is definitely unique. Josh was born in China, where football is not a popular sport. It was during Josh's 3rd grade year where he was introduced to the sport by his social studies teacher.
Josh got a chance to play football in Shanghai when he was 9. I feel happy for him because, you know, he just got so much energies, you know. It's just kind of to lead out for him. I think he enjoys playing. I feel happy for him too.
Josh would play for the Shanghai Sea Dragons program, where he would participate in scrimmages and hone his football skills.
It was something new. I definitely didn't understand what it was. I remember my first year playing football, I was trying to have a tough time understanding what line of scrimmage was, because in my head, like, scrimmage means a game, and line of scrimmage didn't make sense to me, and I just keep getting flagged for getting offsides when we do our little scrimmages.
When Josh was in 7th grade, his family decided to immigrate to the United States, a life-changing move for this tight-knit family.
It's more like making friends that was difficult at first, not really the adaptation of the culture change, because I went to international school, I lived around international people, so language wasn't much of a barrier.
Josh never thought about playing football again until his freshman year, when his friends convinced this 6'3", 215-pound linebacker to sign up before the start of the COVID season.
Our freshman football season didn't start until the spring, so during the summer and like the fall, I was like, Josh, you gotta come out for football. Like, you're a big guy, we could use you. And he eventually signed up, I think, late November, early December, so like right during the cutoff.
When he started playing as a freshman, I had no idea that he was that fresh to the country, because his English was so good. Not just his English, the way he could mix with the kids at that sort of slang level, especially when you're talking football and it's got its own internal language, and he adapted to that.
Josh continues to blossom into a defensive presence and a leader both on and off the field.
On the field, Josh has a lot of energy, so when he makes a big play, you're going to hear it on the sideline. That's kind of what I love most about Josh, is just his overall energy, and we both play defense, so whenever I make a play or he makes a big play, we love to come up to each other, get like high fives, smack helmets, whatever it is, and we both feed off each other's energy.
After high school, Josh will go on to play college football at Colby College in Maine, but none of this would be possible without the support of his parents.
I'll be very thankful for them to get me into the sport, and really thankful for supporting me throughout this journey, especially in high school, also the opportunity to play here in the United States. So yeah, also I'll thank my mom for following me, traveling all throughout the country, like all over the country for visits, camps this summer.
It's never easy to make a life-changing move from one culture to another, but Josh Tsai has adapted well with the support of his family at home and his family on the field.
Josh and his family moved to the United States for better opportunities. It's safe to say Josh is making the most of his at Campolindo High School.
Fantastic. All right. Mirror West Credit Union helps us honor teachers every week with the Mirror West Merit Award.
Here is boxer Copsack Young from Los Gatos talking about his favorite teacher, Tyler McGlashan.
My favorite teacher is Mr. McGlashan. Shout out to Mr. McGlashan. He's the best teacher I've ever had. He teaches AP US History, and he always got everyone involved in the class. We had fun discussions, and he really probed us, made us think.
Coming up, our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game with 4-0 St. Patrick St. Vincent meeting 3-1 Salesian.
And City League girls volleyball with Mission and Burton as 49ers Cal High Sports presented by US Bank rolls along.
Young Tommy was born a champion and always up for a challenge. He pursued the patience, persistence, and problem-solving skills he still uses today at Service Champions. We're now offering a $68 AC tune-up with a free duct inspection. High-five service, champion attitude, your comfort is a puzzle that Service Champions will solve. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
It's a Labor Day like no other. Get the biggest deals ever at Mattress Firm. Introducing the actually really seriously best sale of the year for real. Look, we even put it on a hat. That's how real it is. Don't wait. Get a king for a queen price or queen for a twin price and save up to $700 on Sealy. Plus, get a free adjustable base. It's the actually really seriously best. You get it.
The right mattress matters.
We'll find yours.
Mattress Firm.
1, 2, 3.
Get ready to cheer for your next new or used car at Stevens Creek Chevrolet.
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
We're ready to make your buying experience safe and easy. Come to our dealership to see and test drive one of hundreds of great Chevrolet cars and trucks. Or you can go online to shop, order, and have your new car delivered right to your door. So get fired up for a great deal right here at
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
I'm Nancy Lambert, the director of the Schwab Learning Center at CHC. In a world where every second counts, education doesn't have to be a struggle. At the Schwab Learning Center, Our learning specialists work one-on-one with high school and college students with ADHD, dyslexia, and other learning differences. We work with you to understand your learning and attention strengths and challenges. We help you develop strategies that optimize the way you learn. Discover the power of personalized learning that empowers students to excel. Your success is our mission.
49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Lexus of Stevens Creek, taking care of our guests one at a time. By DJDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. By Schwab Learning Center, your success is our mission. By the Riken Center, got goals? And by Sharks Ice, official practice facility of the San Jose Sharks and home of the San Jose Barracuda.
This season, Chick-fil-A presents the sportsmanship game. Each team meets at midfield after the game to enjoy a chicken sandwich courtesy of Chick-fil-A. The Bruins from St. Patrick St. Vincent are 4-0 to start this week, with prolific quarterback Trevor Molk throwing a lot to his favorite receiver, Josiah Jones.
The Bruins meeting a very strong Salesian team with senior quarterback Paolo Ocampo leading a strong offense. Salesian at St. Pat's is this week's Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game.
Here come the Bruins from St. Patrick St. Vincent on homecoming in Vallejo. Salesian driving in the first. This is replacement quarterback Marco Turqueza replacing the injured starter and doing a great job. 46 yards on the run. The Pride scoring a short run, 6-0 Salesian. The Bruins come right back, fire it out to Josiah Jones with lots of yak before being horse-collared. That's an extra 15 on that. The Bruins score from there, and then this is special. Jones breaking a tackle, pushing off another, and Jones is in as the Bruins take a 13-6 lead. Salesian ties the score, but here's Jones again having a great first half with a leaping grab, and then it's Trevor Molk to a crossing Jones who will not go down. You can have his shoe. Jones has the score, and it's a 19-13 Bruins lead. But the Pride roars back. Byron Aguilar in it, quarterback fires deep, and there to make a terrific catch is Joseph Terra, and the Pride scores on a short run, 2019 Pride at the half. Second half, the Pride defense starts to shine. The ball is deflected by Tim Wen and picked off by Dylan Kraft. That's two big men doing big work. That leads to this Turqueza run, keeping it and racing 15 yards for another Pride score. It's 32-19 in the third. Later in the third, toss it out to Luis De Jesus, who was big on both sides of the ball. He's in. It's 39-19. Now fourth quarter, toss it to Kamari Blakely with a nice gain. Blakely running well all night long. And that led to another score. And then De Jesus shuts the door, making this interception, tipping the ball, then cradling it. Terrific play there. And then later in the fourth, it's De Jesus again. Back-to-back picks for De Jesus. A nice return to seal the game for the Pride. Salesian with a huge second half to win it. And after the game, both teams enjoying a nice Chick-fil-A sandwich. We talked with fill-in quarterback Marco Turqueza about adjusting to get 47 points and the win.
I mean, as a leader, I know that it's my job to step up and be there for the team, especially losing a main guy like a quarterback. I know I got to be that leader, keep that energy and that morale up. So I could care less about the yards as long as we get that dub.
Out to San Francisco now for the City League battle with Burton and Mission. On the Pumas side of the court, Amelia Estacio, Harmony Rio, Leslie Medina combined for the point. And when it's Ruillo's turn to serve, she delivers 8 aces in a row. Burton takes the first set 25-23. The Bears up 7-6 in the second. Chloe Ortiz, Terra on 2, Sadie Ramirez to Dayana Gonzalez, and that shot isn't coming back. Next point, Kimberly Nguyen, the dig. Medina sets Ruillo, no problem for Harmony. And this set ends up going into extra points. Great dig from Ortiz. Rachel Wadginski sets it up for Ramirez. The Mission Bears win set 2, 27-25 to tie the match at a set apiece. Set 3, Ortiz to Ramirez. To Leah Redmond, and the middle blocker sends it home. The Bears with a 21-13 lead. Skyla Grisham, the lefty slasher, puts this one away. Mission goes up by 2 sets. Burton trying to force a 5th set. Nguyen to Medina, back to Nguyen. It's a 4-3 Puma lead, but here is match point for the Bears. Giselle Gonzalez serves it up, and that won't be returned. Mission beats Burton to go to 5-0 in City League play.
Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award, leading to $10,000 in scholarships to be handed out by Lexus of Stevens Creek at our end of the season awards banquet.
This week's volunteer is Taylor Brissenden from the Foothill flag football team. Taylor volunteers for the Pleasanton Police Department in the Explorers program. Taylor raises money for her post by working traffic control and other duties during community events put on by the police department. Taylor talks about why she is passionate about her volunteer work.
I have an interest in law enforcement, and I want to pursue that when I grow up, and I want to give back to the community because I've been here all my life, so I like volunteering for it.
Coming up, a battle in San Mateo as Aragon takes on rival San Mateo.
And later, Mountain View meets Wilcox, but first, here is this week's learning tip from the Schwab Learning Center.
It's important for students with ADHD to minimize distractions while studying. Set up a dedicated, clutter-free work area with the materials you need to get the work done. Consider using website blockers or apps that temporarily block distracting websites and social media during study sessions. Remember, with the right strategies and support, you can excel academically. Register with the Schwab Learning Center to work with a learning specialist.
The battle for San Mateo this week as longtime rivals Aragon and San Mateo meet at the Bearcats' home field. The Bearcats feature tough running back Emmanuel Fitzgerald, who's averaging 140 yards a game.
And Aragon features outstanding junior wideout Jalen Scroggins and his 107 yards a game receiving. San Mateo hosting Aragon Friday night.
The Peninsula Ocean Division opener with San Mateo hosting Aragon on a cool Friday in San Mateo. 7 minutes in, quarterback Cameron Palma keeps it and beelines to the far corner of the end zone. The ball is loose, but Cole Manick falls on it for the first score of the game, 7-0 San Mateo. Aragon trying to tie this game up, dawns at midfield, but the San Mateo defense comes up with the sup. TT Fungavaca gets the tackle for loss on third down. Bearcats take the 7-point lead into the half. In the third, the Aragon defense is the one to step up. Bearcats fumble the ball and Ryan Galliano scoops it up. The Dons now with a chance at tying this game up. Sean Hickey hands it off to Ivanhoe Nisa. Nisa walks in for 6 and the point after is good. We are tied at 7. 4 minutes later, Hickey fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, looking for an open guy, and decides, hey, I'm that guy. A 23-yard pickup for the senior QB1, and that leads to another Don Tutty. Hickey, again, decides to keep it himself, and this time it gives Aragon 6 more, and its first lead of the game. It's 14-7 Dons heading into the final quarter. Let's tack on one more for good measure. Joey Mazzola, Jazzy Mazzy puts this game on ice. Aragon improves to 1-0 in league, 3-2 on the year with the 21-7 win.
Adrian Soriano here in Gilroy as the Mustangs take on Willow Glen. Gilroy looking to get on the board early. Madison Krevsdowski passes to Maya Torres, who tries one from short range, but that one is just wide left. The Mustangs on the attack again as Annalise Lerma finds Alisa Schwender, who fires it in for the goal. 1-0 Gilroy at the half. Gilroy on the board again in the second half as the ball finds Annalise Lerma, who finds the back of the net, and it's 2-0 Gilroy Mustangs. The Mustangs looking to end it here, but Haley Ackerman clears the ball away. Still 2-0 Gilroy. Willow Glen looking to cut into the lead, but Aaron Castro leaps up high to make a brilliant save. Still 2-0 Mustangs. The Rams get one back late. Sienna Miranda fires and hits for the goal, but not enough as Gilroy hangs on to win it. 2-1 behind goals from Schwender and Lerma.
The Harker School is dedicated to a superior education for all of its students, so Harker presents the Scholar Athlete Award each week. This week's Scholar Athlete is Braden Turner from the Monte Vista football team. Braden with an impressive 3.9 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School, the incredible voices of Chanticleer filled the Patil Theater last Friday to kick off this year's season of the Harker Concert Series. The group performed unique renditions of music spanning centuries, from the Renaissance to modern-day favorites. The singers stayed after the show to chat with the audience and sign autographs. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org.
Albany's Construction brings us the Dirty Work play each week. This is a play showing the same type of grit and determination exemplified by all of the folks at Albany's Construction. This week's Dirty Work play goes to California High's Saidi Abdul Kareem with a very rare punt sack. Saidi Abdul Kareem doing the dirty work, just like all of the hard-working folks at Albany's Construction.
There is so much great content on our social media. Check us out all week long on all of the platforms, but especially on our Instagram channel. We are at 49ers Cal High.
And remember, you can buy full game videos from any of the games we shoot throughout the week. Go to 49erscalhighsports.com to order, and we will send you a copy to download.
Coming up, our CCS Monster Game. It's a peninsula battle with Terra and Cappuccino.
And later, Mountain View takes on Wilcox when 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank, returns.
This tiny payment thing is a giant pain.
Hi, ladies. Alex from US Bank. Can she help? How about a comprehensive point of sale system
that can track inventory, manage schedules,
and customize orders? That's what US Bank Business Essentials is for.
What about a new oven? Can US Bank help us there?
We can serve loans in as fast as 12 minutes.
That would be a big help. Huge.
Jumbo.
Ginormous.
Finding ways to make your business boom. That's what US Bank is for. We'll get there together.
Join us on the ice for the Bay Area's hottest sport. High school ice hockey leagues are forming now for the upcoming season. Be part of this fast-moving, hard-hitting, crazy, exciting game. You can join as part of your high school team or sign up to be assigned to a team. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations all around the Bay Area. Jump in anytime and join your friends on the ice. Be a part of Bay Area high school hockey. Contact Sharks Ice for more details and get into the game today.
Want to make $186,000 a year, serving a community that wants you. The San Jose Police Department is hiring. Choose from over 50 specialty assignments like K-9 officer, helicopter pilot, or crime scene investigator. If you have the drive to serve, we will teach you the rest. Apply today at joinsjpd.com.
In the heart of the Bay Area, where champions are made.
Bernardi Zerrata proudly stands as the official injury attorneys of the San Francisco 49ers.
When it comes to winning and having your back, just like the 49ers,
we've got you covered every step of the way.
At Bernardi Zerrata, we've been champions for our clients for years because we know what it takes to win.
Bernardi Zerrata, your faithful injury attorneys. Call 1-800-JUSTICE for your free consultation.
League play opening this week in the Peninsula Ocean Division with Terra hosting Cappuccino.
The Mustangs from Cappuccino off to a terrific 4-0 start to the season, while the Tigers come into league play at 3-1. It's our CCS Monster Game. Our Jake Vanderbrook was there.
It's homecoming night at Terra as the Tigers get set for a huge Peninsula Ocean Division showdown against Cappuccino. Cappuccino has been playing some great football thus far. They're 4-0, and their defense is tough to stop. They've only allowed an average of 10 points per contest, but they're going to have their hands full because Mateo is tough to stop. The senior running back has 590 rushing yards with 8 touchdowns. It's Cappuccino and Terra in our CCS Monster Game. First quarter, Mustangs on the move, but the pass gets picked off by John Sneed. And that's how you set the tone early on D. No score after 1. Mustangs would make up for that early turnover in the second quarter as Brandon Arceo checks a pass down to Lucas Zayak, who breaks a tackle, and the junior just gets the ball past the goal line for a Cappuccino touchdown. PAT good, 7-zip Mustangs. On Cappuccino's next drive, Arceo hands the rock off to Cameron Chin, who breaks right and rumbles his way in for a Mustangs touchdown. 14-zip Cappuccino. Mustang country, let's ride. Tigers looking to get into a groove on offense just before the half, but Sebastian Conclara comes away with the interception, giving the Mustangs a chance to extend their lead before the half. And they did exactly that. Shifting in the third gear, Arceo fires a short pass to Zayak, who then decides to air it out to Conclara. The double pass leads to another Cappuccino touchdown. 21-0 Mustangs at the half. At halftime, Terra announced this year's homecoming heroes. Special shout out to them. Third quarter, Mustangs continue to set the tone the rest of the way. Strong run here by Charlie Barfield as the senior moves the sticks. From moving the sticks to splitting the sticks, Sebastian Zuniga connects from 25 yards out. 24-0 Mustangs, but the Tigers weren't going down without a fight. No quitting Mateo Corona. The senior runs up the middle and reaches the ball over the goal line for a Tigers touchdown, but not enough. For the first time in 43 years, Cappuccino goes on to beat Terra 24-7.
We've grown a lot since the beginning of the season. It's been a long off season, and we've just been grinding this whole time. And we have amazing coaches that have prepared us to do what we need to do.
In Pacifica with the CCS Monster game, I'm Jake Vanderbrook, 49ers Cal High Sports.
The Heritage Patriots host the Freedom Falcons. Nikon Shadust on the call. Tied 11-11 in set 1. Cameron De La Chevretier to Natalie Labarge, who gets the kill. Heritage takes the lead. Later in the set, the Patriots lead. De La Chevretier sets the senior Chisholm Okafaraz. Heritage goes on to win the set on the next point, 25-18. Second set, Sophia Reyes sets Kayla Powell, who gets it past the defenders to tie it up 18-18. Later in the set, Brenna Gleason to Okafaraz, who finds open space, 23-19 Heritage lead. Then it's De La Chevretier setting Maddie Whitaker, who's all fired up as Heritage takes a 2-set lead. In the third and final set, Heritage takes an early lead and never let up. First, Hopes to Gleason to go up 5-1. Then to win it, it's De La Chevretier to Gleason, who goes up, and the defenders can't get a hold of it as Heritage wins it 25-17, sweeping Freedom 3-0 to improve to 4-2 in the Bay Valley League.
The Lee field hockey team is playing very well this season.
The girls traveling to the Rakes Center to chat about it with our Jake Vanderbrook this week.
And we are here at the Rikus Center for Human Enhancement, where goals are achieved. Got goals? And here's the outstanding field hockey team from Lee High School. Make some noise! Hawk 'em! So we're going to start off with Jordan Mincy, who's having an outstanding season thus far. You lead the team with goals, 8 goals specifically. What's been the key to your success thus far?
I think really just making sure I know where my team is and being able to talk to them and call out for the ball, and just really having that off-game relationship with them has really just helped us grow a lot.
Yeah, another player who has 8 goals with Jordan is Abby Michelson. She's having a wonderful season. So, Abby, what makes this team so special?
I think this team is really special because even off the field, we're really like a family. Coach Karen has been coaching us for a while. We've been playing together for a while, and we're all just really close, which gives us those connections.
Obviously, now you're diving into league play. So what is it going to take for this team to make a run for not just a league title, but for a CCS title as well?
I think continuing with our connections on and off the field and really building our family and our bonding and making sure that everyone's giving 110% all the time.
Yeah, and finally, I'm going to make my way over to Leah Fremming. Did I say that right? Yeah. Okay, so Leah, you were just recently committed to Johns Hopkins University. Take me through that recruiting process.
So I started emailing teams probably summer my freshman year, and then sophomore and junior years I went to camps and clinics, and I went to some big tournaments on the East Coast, and then this summer I went to their camp and I did a pre-read, so I submitted all my academic materials, and then they gave me a verbal offer in July.
Oh, for sure. Awesome. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me. Now take us out with a cheer.
Ready? Lee on 3, 1, 2, 3, Lee!
Gallo Salami helps us spotlight top athletes who are among the top recruits in the nation. This week's Gallo Salami Big Salami is Kamani Jackson, an outstanding defensive back for El Cerrito. Kamani just committed to play next season at Washington State.
Coming up, Wilcox hosts Mountain View.
But first, here's our top 10 football poll.
The Mountain View Spartans are putting up some big numbers this season. The 3-1 Spartans led by running back Arturo Hernandez and his 130 yards a game.
The Spartans meeting a 2-2 Wilcox team with senior quarterback Tyson Bonilla throwing for 72 yards a game and running for 127 more yards a game. The Chargers hosting the Spartans Friday night.
It's the very first meeting in the Peninsula Bay Division between Wilcox and Mountain View, both formerly of the Santa Clara Valley De Anza Division. Second play from scrimmage, the Spartans. Vilami Sakona gets the handoff, runs the flat and heaves it to a wide open Lex Silver. Lex runs up the sideline going 85 yards to the end zone, and that's how this game gets started, 7-0 Mountain View. Here's the Chargers offense. It looks like the Chargers get taken down after a short gain, but that's the beauty of the veer. There's Tyson Bonilla already 30 yards downfield. Consider him gone, a 60-yard run for Bonilla. Later in the first, it's 14-7 Wilcox. Bonilla sticks with what's working, and that's his own run game. And this is going to be Tyson's third touchdown of the game. We are only a quarter in. The point after makes it 21-7 Chargers. Second quarter, same old Tyson Bonilla. He gives them the stiff arm, and this is a 27-yard score. Have a day, Tyson. 27-7 Chargers in the third quarter. Tyson hands the reins off to Adrian Garcia, and Garcia is off to the races. Touchdown, Chargers. The Spartans tack on one more touchdown before time expires. Diego Ortega Giro is in there for the 5-yard score, but Wilcox wins its first ever Peninsula Bay Division game behind the 4-touchdown night of Bonilla. Bernardi Zerata is your faithful injury attorneys, bringing us the hometown hero each week.
This week we honor Magdalena Gonzalez from Pittsburgh High School. Magdalena is head of security for Pitt. She does a lot to make sure events like this big football game work out very well strategically every week. Magdalena Gonzalez, this week's hometown hero, presented by Bernardi Zerata.
DGDG.com wants you to be a happy car buyer, so each week we show you the Be Happy play. This is a play in a game that made everybody happy.
This week's Be Happy play goes to the Pioneer Girls volleyball team. Here's match point, and it goes out, and the Pioneer Girls get the win after a grueling 5-set match to go to 3-0 in league, all alone in first place in this week's DGDG Be Happy play. Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion play of the week. It might be this play, but you have to wait to find out.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Rikes Center.
I'm Andrew Havili at the Rikes Center, and today's training tip is a weighted jump. Shireen's going to pick the weight up, stand up all the way, quick dip, drive up high as she can. You don't have to use a hex bar. You can use 2 dumbbells, a barbell, a sandbag, a medicine ball, whatever you want. You can even choose to either catch it without it hitting the ground or just let it hit the ground all the way.
We announce the Service by Medallion play of the week to end every show.
We'll show you some top contenders and then announce this week's Service by Medallion play of the week.
Play of the week.
Lots of razzle-dazzle plays this week. Here's one from Cappuccino, Brendan Arceo to Luca Zayak to Sebastian Conclora. It's a double pass for the touchdown, but how about Mountain View's Vilami Sikona to Lex Silver? A halfback pass all the way for a Spartans touchdown. Woo! But we've got better plays than that. Here's Pittsburgh's Noah Quesada making the catch for 3 defenders all over him. But the play of the week has to go to St. Patrick St. Vincent's. Josiah Jones breaking a couple tackles. Then turns on the Jets all the way for a Bruins touchdown. Let's see it in slow-mo now. Josiah Jones, the Bruin Beast. You just won the play of the week. Woo!
That's the play of the week, and that's our show for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Be sure to join us next week. We will feature the San Jose BMX rider and his high-flying success. We'll see you then.
I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check back every Sunday night.
And watch us every Sunday night at 6 and 10 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.